for a +1 on a roll of their choice this session.
I took notes if no one else wants to do it. I like Ted.
Mm-hmm.
So after we left the bounds of the forest last time, the guy in the tracksuit vanished from the truck. So we headed back into the city and went to Cam's place to regroup, figure out our next move, and look over all of the papers that we had acquired in more detail. We kind of looked through them in the car, but hadn't had a chance to like put them in order and go over it. We learned that the person who was detailing this went over the nightmares that they were having, which got worse and worse, and eventually, so the creature is working through dreams, not missing pages, but there are times in a page where it just skips, like the person was being taken over and being used. Whatever this is, it can take over the victims before the process of whatever
Yep.
is finished.
Yeah, just
It's
missing
offering them
time for
some sort
which
of
there is no record.
it's offering them some sort of purpose in exchange for everything. So we were going to go to the roommate of the guy that Harlow knows the name, but the rest of us don't. We were going to go there, but when we went to get into the car, the forest behind us, which it was broad daylight, but looking while we were in the car, looking out through the back of the car, showed that the forest was shrouded in darkness in the middle of the day.
Ooh.
Weird phenomenon, according to Harlow, which, yeah.
According to anybody, honestly.
Either we're seeing something that's been hidden from us, or we're seeing something that's actually really far away. Went to check my files and noticed the moment you're not touching the car, the nighttime forest view fades. So that's how we realized it was
Yep.
limited to when we were touching the car, a theme which would repeat a couple of times. Went through my files, learned about an old case remembered an old case in Louisiana where a hot spring popped up out of nowhere, a hot spring in the bayou, like a clean, usable hot spring. And then when the zombies came, the slug zombies, some dude whose name has been lost came at it with a sword. So we know this is a phenomenon that has recurred a few times. We still got in the car, drove into the forest, and when we crossed the line, the sun vanished behind us immediately. We drove for a while and then were attacked. Awkward warned us that the song would persist even if we can't hear it, because Awkward kind of started getting taken over. It tried to force Awkward out of the car. Lost a fight to Awkward again.
Yeah.
This time, no nail gun involved even.
A wiry little guy.
Yeah, a little
Squirming
bit of
all
trouble.
around.
We found a clearing with a bonfire in the middle, and then weird humanoid figures looking like they were made out of stained glass or had stained glass on their robes. We defeated them. One tripped and shattered. So weird stuff happens here too. But when we get out of the car to try to when we went to look at them, we discovered that getting out of the car basically took us back to our reality, similarly to having seen the forest normally or dark, depending on whether we were touching the car. The exception is for Awkward, who that is no longer seeming to apply. The stained glass individuals turned out to be humans.
Ooh.
Kind of. They were enthralled to the creature. They were human bodies bodies, but the human aspects of them, their personalities, their minds, their souls, that was all gone. We tried to preserve the bodies as best we could. Cam took pictures of them to try to see if we could find any records of them later. And then Harlow put out the bonfire that was burning, and somehow that made a path in the embers of the fire, and we were driving on that path towards something. We were being invited somewhere. We did not really see the end of the path. As we were driving, we heard the voice again, the feminine voice asking what we got in return. Who did that? What did we get in return? And it was not addressed to anyone specifically, or at least no one was named, and asking us what we got in return, and I'm not sure what's being referred to. What did we get in return for what? And I think the last thing was actually Harlow warding the car against the voice.
Yep. Yeah, so that it could not cause any influence.
Yeah. There was
and
one
as
thing...
a result of that, it drew attention, I believe.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that and putting out the fire definitely brought some attention. The one thing I did want to kind of retcon was that Harlow asked Cam why Cam joined the agency, and I thought I had something in my notes, but I could not find it. Turns out I did. I finally found it. Cam actually did not know what he was signing up for when he signed up. He needed a job. He had not washed out of the of a police academy. He had tried to join a police academy, but then quickly saw that he's not going to fit in with that because he will turn in all those fuckers, and so he did not get a job, and ended up being offered a job by someone else, and was like, "Sure, I need a job," and ended up in the DFA, the Department of Fringe Affairs. Had no idea what he was getting into.
Okay. Interesting.
So we will
Wanted out of the hollers.
write down your +1 to a roll of your choosing. That was more than adequate. We will cut to, at this point, like black screen where in white it just says earlier. Rob, I've discussed a little bit with you about what you were doing, but like I said, that was the primer. We're going to go through some of it now. So, to you, it's about 9 p.m., the night before the night we're on, or the day we're on now. You got a tip from it. To you, every tip is a good tip, even though most of them don't materialize. It just takes one, right? You just got to get one picture, and then you won't lose this cushy gig. So you found that there was a post saying that there was a bear in the woods screaming with a human voice. Now, you thought like, okay, this probably doesn't clear the level of needing the super team, right? You got this yourself. You'll just go out there, get some proof. If anything bad happens, you'll, radio for help or whatever, though you just have a cell phone, right? So you spent most of last night sort of wandering around on the solo project. You didn't get anything. You aren't really prepared for camping, though you do have the sleeping bag that you used to camp out when the group went camping last time. You don't really have any other supplies, and you didn't really think that you'd be spending like the whole night out here. Which, I mean, technically you didn't use the sleeping bag in the sense that you didn't sleep, you just stayed up. Though sometime in the morning you leaned back up against a tree to smoke a cigarette and fell asleep into just kind of a sitting up nap. When you woke back up, you we'll say I'll retcon one thing I said to you, which is your phone is dead. You don't know when it died, so you don't know what you missed. But your phone is dead, and now you're in the middle of the fucking woods. And
Absolutely.
you're gonna have to call an Uber, which means this day got a lot worse for you. Because now you're gonna have to walk to the nearest gas station, which means figuring out how to get out of the forest and then get back to a gas station, which is so long, and maybe you'll be able to hitchhike though, right? So you start walking. Uh, because at this point, what else are you gonna do? Nobody's coming to check on you. You didn't tell anybody where you went. Uh, you shortly after you were walking, you noticed first you noticed the like fire from a distance. First you saw like the smoke, and you're like, oh, okay. You went to go potentially like ask for a phone charger, right? Like, hey, dude, just give me like a power brick or something. Give me like you thought maybe somebody was camping and would have something you needed, right? When you got there, though, you saw a man with a duffel bag full of papers, staring into the fire, just throwing papers into the fire one by one. The guy was probably about 6 foot, a little bit heavy set, a little bit balding on top. Pretty normal looking guy. Uh, as you like approached him to try to like, see what was up, he didn't respond. Didn't acknowledge you. Just kept one after another. Take a piece of paper, throw it on the fire. Take a piece of paper, throw it on the fire. So at some point you're like, okay, fuck it. That's this guy's day, I guess, right? You're gonna have to keep walking. You're looking up, and it looks like it might be mid-afternoon or something. So like you're dreading a little bit the idea of still being out here and it's dark, right? And this guy seems to be doing what he's doing. So you got to make a decision, like stay and figure out what this guy's doing, or just keep walking. What do you think, Rob? What decision would Rob make?
He is not dealing with this man. This man's not giving him nothing. I mean, he could try
Yeah,
to like steal something, but he has no physical
there's
strength.
nothing to
If that
steal.
man
He's got a
starts,
duffel bag with paper in it,
yeah, maybe well,
and his
Rob's nosy.
clothes.
He'll just be like,
He's
"What's
wearing
those
like
papers?"
yeah, he's wearing flannel and jeans. Like, I guess he could try to like search his pockets.
No, no, no. That's what I was getting at. Is Rob has no physical strength at all. So if this man starts swinging, yeah,
Yeah.
Rob's done. He's just
Uh,
like, "Fuck it." He's like, "You're not gonna answer me. It's whatever. I'll just figure it out on my own, I guess." And then,
yeah. So,
can I see if there's like a foot trail?
uh, yeah, you roll me and uh, let's go with investigate a mystery.
Mhm. Wow.
Okay, yeah, hit me with the questions.
Oh shit, that's right.
Bear in mind, you don't really know that there's a broader mystery going on right now, right? So your answers will be a little bit limited to what you know is going on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like look at these. I don't understand. I see the questions, but I'm not sure. Oh, flexible alternative. There we go. Sorry.
No, this is with investigate a mystery. You just it's in the hunter reference sheet. Tells you like what it's the list of questions you can ask, like
Yeah,
what
like the what
happened
happened
here.
here.
Yeah.
I want to say where did it go, but can it be phrased of like where did he come from?
Yeah. So first things first, I would say that like if you want to know where he came from initially, right? You look
Mm-hmm.
around and there's no foot trail. Um so the next thing you could try to do is you have all of your photography equipment on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're more interested in the broader mystery, like, okay, I need to flag this guy for later, then potentially there's a different answer to that question once you get a moment to look up on Google, right?
Okay. Um. Well, since the camera equipment's not really messed up, I guess I will start setting that up a little to
Uh-huh.
see if I can at least record that what he is doing.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
No, I'm gonna hold the next one in
Okay.
case something happens. But I think with the angle, he's gonna go around him and try to get like even his face in the camera. That way.
Sure. Yeah, you pull out your recording equipment. You start to get you do a couple establishing shots first, just like of the clearing of the surrounding. You pan around first his back and then pan around to his face.
Mhm.
As you pan to his face, suddenly, like 1 second to the next, the forest is nighttime. It is dark. Uh, the trees are too tall. Each has a lantern hung halfway down. It's incredibly disorienting, even just to look out into them. The moon is way too large in the sky, and you realize that the guy in front of you, whose face you just took a picture of, or rather, whose face you just videoed, is a guy in a glass cloak with a glass, like stained glass mask. He gets to his feet and lunges at you. Give me an act under pressure roll to try to get the. Are you gonna fight or are you running? I guess I should ask.
Who is fighting?
Like I figured you just want to fucking book it.
We're rolling cool. Hold on, let me. Oh, okay, it's not that bad. You know what?
Okay, so it's a tough choice. Rob. So
Hmm.
here's the choice before you. He is gonna get a handful of your jacket, right? And you could either take a point of damage, or you can leave the jacket behind because he's
No,
gonna yank it off of you as you spin. It does have your cigarettes in it, is the issue.
no, no. We're not leaving
Yeah.
the jacket.
So you're gonna take the point of damage.
Yes.
You're good. Yeah. So instead of grabbing, he grabs a good hand, like a grip on your arm, right? That leaves
Hmm.
like a full bruise as you sort of spin and go running off into the darkness. You run for a bit. At this point, if you want to, you can ask your second question.
Yes, it's the out loud. What he's trying to figure out what his lighter is, so he can start another one. It's the out loud. What the fuck was that?
So is that the what sort of creature is it?
Uh-huh.
Uh, so best you can tell, some kind of like zombie or something.
Mm-mm.
Like it clearly wasn't human. The way it wasn't fully zombie like, right? But it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
moving like a normal human. It was a little bit too like jerky, a little bit too kind of like spasmodic a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And also it was way too strong, right? When it gripped you, like it shouldn't only people with the kind of strength like Amoros from just that thing should have been able to hurt you that bad. Like you can feel like this isn't just a surface level bruise on your arm. Like this is it went pretty deep.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to pull out if it's still able? Attempt to pull out. Where's it at? The digital camera with night vision on it,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna use that while he's running since everything's
Yeah.
pitch black.
Sounds good. Yeah, you turn off the lights and go running. Uh it's there's a good amount of light here. But I will say what the night vision does do is weirdly makes it easier to see past the kind of weird visual effects of the rows and rows of lanterns.
Hmm.
Like it stabilizes your visual field a little bit and it makes it a little bit easier to run around. You run for a bit, right? Because the dude is chasing you.
Yeah, no,
So
we're
you're
not
just
leaving that.
fucking hauling ass. Uh, after about, you have no idea how long, right? That's not how chases work. You're running until you're not running anymore because he's gone.
Hmm.
You have no idea how much time just elapsed. You're panting because fucking your lungs are not the healthiest in the world. Um, at this point, yeah, you found a kind of like, since the trees are taller and a little bit like more primeval looking, you find like a sort of a place where one had tilted to the side a little bit, so there's roots at your back, right? You're
Hmm.
feeling a little bit more secure. What's the first thing you do after you stop running?
Uh, try. Yeah, I picture this digital camera to be like the one that has like the rotating
Yeah.
like the
Yeah, it's
lens, so
got
you could like
the
rotate it around. So he's gonna turn the camera around and rotate the lens so you can see behind it without having to look.
Uh-huh.
And more so, just seeing if anything is actually still running up.
Okay. Give me a read a bad situation.
Ooh.
You keeping that?
Mm-mm. I just don't remember the
So if you want to turn it into a success, you have to use something called a luck point. Luck
I'll do
points
it.
are a
Yeah,
limited pool of thing that you only get so many of them in the lifespan of your character.
that's okay. I'll do it.
Okay, so that's a success. That means you get to ask me several of the questions for read a bad situation. I believe
Trigger your
3.
playbook's luck special.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
Those are cool, but complicated. So yeah, you get to hold 3, which means you get to ask me questions now or ask, same thing with investigate a mystery. You can ask them as they occur to you.
What's my best way out now that I can see farther past the lanterns?
Right. So as you're panning around, you tinker with the sort of night vision settings. You like switch to infrared, right? So you could see like if there's people around or things, right? Uh in the far distance, actually you see 2 of them, and they're very, 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 very far apart, but they're the only thing that is pinging very, very faintly. You can kind of see it in the very bottom corner of your lens. There is a heat source. It's big enough that you're pretty sure it's not a person.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a fire. It's kind of hard to say. Right now, it's just a weird multicolored smudge, right?
Well, I was gonna double check, make sure there's nothing like running up on him, and then start running towards the fire, the one that may be a fire.
Okay.
Because if
Got any other
anything, at least he
questions
gets
while you're
back to the
moving?
weird guy.
True. Actually, you start to run and you realize that one of those sources of fire actually is in the direction that you came. You catch it, like as you start to move towards it, you see a root that you tripped over, right?
Oh no, no, we're making a left. We're gonna go
Yes.
to the other
So
one.
you go, okay, fuck that one. Go to the other one.
Yeah, I don't want to see that man again.
Yeah. Any other questions to throw?
Are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
You are sweeping around and panning around with your camera. And you catch very clearly what are figures far in the distance, one to your left, one to your right, just standing near trees watching you.
For fuck's sake, Slenderman too?
They seem to be like normal sized, right? But you can see what's very clear the outline of a person just standing out there.
Weren't we just talking about this earlier? People like standing and watching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right.
Also,
It's a really
What kind of
Not
games do
just-
they play?
right, not just people standing and watching, Dawson standing and watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of your questions. Do you want to ask me another
no.
question?
I'm gonna save that.
I've got a
running-
question. Is
running
that
for the
person
next
watching Dawson?
Good question.
one. Ooh.
Yeah, you continue moving forward to try to get to one of these heat sources, right? What's your approach like? Are you just sprinting or are you trying
Oh,
to
you
be
know, yeah, he's full
sneaky?
sprinting. There's no
God
sneaking
damn
up
it.
on this.
Yeah,
like,
Okay, give me an act under pressure roll as you are just windmilling through the dark. You have a +1 because of your read a bad situation, giving you some like a better heading, basically.
And is he still like videotaping?
Yes.
this? It's like shaky
Yeah.
handy cam.
Yeah, at multiple points we just get the handy cam footage of
Yeah.
just like, yeah, you get like this the 8 is Rob. You can either go fast and hurt yourself or slow down.
Does it look like more like a human heat source the
Uh,
closer he gets to it?
it looks more like a fire.
He'll start slowing down then, because if it's a human, he was gonna run
Okay.
by, yell out something, and hope they responded, and then turn it back. But if it wasn't, he was not gonna risk his life. But
Gotcha. So yeah, you slow your pace down, and we'll leave you for a moment
hmm
to go to our other heroes. You have just driven back into the dark forest from the previously flame brightened path. The path is opened up before you. As you've driven into it, it seems to what looked like it was just forest before is now a path much like the one that you were on to get to that clearing. The van is in good working order. It has its replacement tire after the 6 stunts that Amaros pulled last time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
For
learning to
you,
drive.
yeah. And for you guys, you have just had the voice speak into the car. The voice spoke into the car. Harlow did uh the warding, and then outside of the window, Harlow caught a message that only Harlow could see. We're in the moment after that.
I mean, it was like in the trees or something,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. It was just
Yeah.
for a brief flash, just directly in front of Harlow's visual field.
The Path of Embers, right?
Well,
person.
there you received a message like basically in a moment from the person. Or
It
whatever
was
the
like a
voice
"I
was.
see you now" type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
you drew more attention to yourself with the 8.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
You did 2 8s in a row, which functionally meant that actually I think you did a 10 where you crushed it, and then you did 2 8s in a row.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. So yeah, that is where we begin with our heroes of the van. What are y'all doing?
I'm saying we follow the Ember Path we've got ahead of us.
Agreed.
Yep.
Okay. Deb, give me a act under pressure roll for driving. It's not a hostile path. It's just a little bumpy, and what you're trying to do right now is not fuck up the Sienna. Not accidentally catch like a pothole or hit a ooh. Okay. You know what? This will be funny. Hey Rob,
Oh no.
you are getting pretty close to the fire. You are checking it out, and it doesn't look you're on the edge of the clearing, and it doesn't look like anybody's there, right?
hmm
Um, so what do you do with the or actually I should say, Deb, do you want to use a luck point on that, or are you cool?
No, we're gonna roll with it.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
no.
Omaros,
Rob,
no, this is not a stick shift, Omara. You don't need to be shifting gear. There's nothing to shift. It's in drive, Omaros.
Put that on neutral.
hey Rob, do you just walk into the clearing like it's not like it's up to you at this point, right?
Is that where
You're
the
on the
fire
edge.
is though?
Yeah, it's in the
Oh
middle of
yeah.
this clearing, and it's like a whole ass bonfire. It doesn't look like that piddly little trash fire that the other guy had.
Yeah. No, we're gonna sit in this one.
Yeah, so you as you are walking over,
That's a nice
you
fire.
are walking forward. Um uh you take I'm gonna go with 2 points of harm as Deb. As you're driving in front of you, the at a certain point like the path is clearly forming in front of you as you're driving, right?
Mhm.
You no longer see a path ahead. It is simply this section you're driving on just continues to form as you're doing. You like look in the rearview mirror and see the forest closing behind you as you go.
Mhm.
You see a fire up ahead, the first flickerings of a fire. And as you clear the you clear the edge of the clearing, you have a brief split second of a sleep deprived, completely frazzled looking man in a characteristic trench coat as you slam on the brakes, but not before you bump Rob Hawks to the ground.
Try to protect
I'd
the
love,
Okay.
ground.
I'd love if you went up and over the Sienna.
So I
Not
have one
just up and
question.
over. This Sienna's got a sunroof, so he could potentially go up, over, and into the Sienna.
Holy cow!
Okay, hang on. Roll me. I don't even fucking know. Roll me an act under pressure,
Me?
and I'll
Okay.
just yeah.
Okay.
Well, no,
so
not you. The Rob for getting hit by a car.
Gotcha.
I was really hoping it was me.
Yeah, it's you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, Big Rob, Big Rob.
Okay, I gotta figure out what this means.
What I was hoping, right? Let me tell you what I
Yeah.
thought,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
What I thought was after he got hit and rolls, right? If he's still conscious, he's not gonna look. He's gonna pretend to play dead as fast as possible. So that way, whoever hit him, if they stop, well, one, he already might be on his deathbed, but they at least will have to speak if they are real people, and then he can wake up and then get to safety. If
Okay.
not, they might leave him alone.
If you want to pull this off, as your focus is going towards this act here, as you throw your hands to the side, you are going to have to let go of your camera. You don't know where it's gonna land. You might be able to find it, but you're gonna have to let go of it for a second, Rob.
No, no. The love is too much. The love is too much. No, he's gonna take that one.
Okay, so all of you see Rob get hit, and then do like a pratfall. Like in the in the light of the fire, you see him hit the ground and roll twice, and then like flop.
There's a staged and simultaneous ooh from everyone in the car.
What's that? Rob?
Do you think
Like
we're gonna
he-
be able to see him if we walk out of the car?
Well, one
In
way to
his
find
Awkward
out.
should be able to. One of us, either we will or Awkward will be able to. 'Cause remember, Awkward's not seeing what the rest of us are seeing.
Roll the window down. Rob, you okay?
Sorry, what was that first thing you said?
Rob?
Rob. Okay, sorry, you cut
Rob
out for me. So I was like, I don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rob,
yeah.
Rob, you got 3 harm, and you just rolled around on the ground.
Hey, Robbie.
and then he's gonna feel for his camera.
Yeah, you got your camera in your hand.
And he's gonna
Is
fall
that-
over on his back.
Are you good?
I got hit.
You need a hand?
How? I need multiple.
Yeah, I'll get out.
I'll hop out of the car.
Yeah, I'll get out and go
Yeah,
over and see how he's doing.
as you hop out of the car, and you break contact with the car, it's daytime. Like the second you like go to try to get Rob, you see Harlow and both disappear as they like leave. They feel with their hand touching the like they get to the front, right? And
Mhm.
when they stop touching and they begin to walk towards you, they both disappear.
What the actual fuck? I'm going back to sleep. This gotta be a dream.
Does
Wait,
Rob
I don't know if
disappear
we.
for us?
Rob disappears for the two of you.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, you're in daytime now.
Did we test daisy chaining this? Can I like put Omaros's hand on the car, then my hand on
Yeah.
Omaros.
That's a good idea.
We have never tested that.
You have not. I love it. It's gonna work. I love it because the visual. I love it because the visual of having to hold hands and daisy chain is incredible to me.
We're holding hands. Our friendship.
Yeah, so suddenly, Rob, they pop back into being with Amaros as the middle chain and fucking Harlow like reaching out, like almost on top of you, not being able to see you, and then suddenly being able to see you again.
I know I shouldn't do this as a person, but instantly he's gonna try and crawl away. He's like, the fuck that is. That's not what. No.
Yeah, we're totally wigging out too, but you need to come back. You look so fucked up, man. You
I
look
don't
like
know
shit.
if you're real. I got chased by a glass man.
We're being
Uh,
chased by glass men.
Hearing.
I dig into my overalls pocket and I open and I pull out and then flick a lighter.
Oh, you have cigarettes?
Harlow, this man smells more like sweat and cigarettes than any person you ever dreamed to think of. Like, you imagine this is what a 1950s like film set smelled like at all times.
What is it? You got Marlboros? You got Camels? What is it? Which one?
Just get over here.
I need cigarettes. And he's gonna start looking for his coat.
Yeah, your coat like sort of flew off of you a little bit and it's just sitting in a pile kind of right next to you.
Yeah, it's just a small scoot towards that. Hold on, I need this. I need to see this. I need this very badly.
Did he keep his shoes on?
One of them.
Nice.
The other one's across the clearing. Can I try to heal Rob?
Yeah, you can like he's scooting and wiggling and being unhelpful, but you can like reach out and grab him by the ankle.
Bop
Try
him.
to heal him. Yeah. Throw a potion at him.
Okay, look.
Just put it in a spray bottle and spray him in the face. Yeah. You heal one harm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay, so
could
y'all
also
are
try to
real.
heal. I've got medic. I will try as well.
Oh yes, thank
You
you.
get
please.
out and ride the daisy chain along.
Oh no, I will wait for Rob to be in the
Oh,
vehicle
yeah.
before this happens.
Rob,
He's like holding his arms out. Please, I need
Rob,
it. Need.
you have about a half pack left. The other half did get dented all to fuck because it was part of what got caught by the car.
But like it's still in the pack. Is it dented in the pack?
Yeah.
Okay, so after he gets done with this half pack, just so y'all are
Maybe-
aware,
yeah.
he's gonna like take those apart and try to like unroll them a little bit so he can get the stuff out of them and salvage what he needs.
Yeah. Yeah, real problem. So yeah, Rob, they slowly get your ass. You after a fashion, go grab your other shoe. They assist you in getting all your shit together. You're now sitting in the van. You still don't have one of the shoes on. You do have it in your hand. You got your
He's gonna hold
camera.
it.
You got your cigarette.
He's gonna hold it and be like, "Can somebody please just tell me, am I dreaming? Because what is going on?
I
That
like
man
it's
was
like
burning stuff."
like Rob's in the middle of the van and we're all turned to look because
Yeah.
we haven't seen him. Right. This is very real. What's happening right now?
No, it's
This
not.
is now.
Oh, god damn it. It says what to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just caused a harm instead of healing.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wait, what
Cam,
happened?
I
Hold on.
just
I'm sorry.
fixed that.
I'm sorry, we hit a bump right as I was trying to suture it.
So Cam is trying to like give you medical attention, Rob, as you're freaking out, and you wiggle a little bit, and
Mhm.
like basically accidentally one of Cam's knuckles like drives into your like right into the contusion that you got from the car
Is the car
because you push
moving?
yourself. Yeah. Well, maybe. Deb, do you continue forward with Rob in the car?
God, that must have been Snake Eyes. Yep, my first roll is Snake Eyes. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
let's
I mean,
go.
once Rob is in the car, we're gonna get moving again.
Okay. Well, then no, he's not gonna try to leave. He's not gonna try to leave.
As you move forward, as you move forward, I will say that you don't see a path on the other side of the clearing.
I don't. At this
The
point,
fire is still in there.
it still feels like this is all a dream.
Mhm.
And he's gonna show them the video of the man glass thing. Wait, look at this.
Yeah.
In the video, the person only ever, even though it's daytime and normal at the beginning of your footage, the person only ever looks like the stained glass person.
I don't want to talk about
So the entire world changes around them, right?
it. Mhm.
Like all of the setting changes immediately once it gets to the face. But from the moment you turned the camera on and started videotaping them, even though what you saw was a person, your camera only ever picked up this stained glass shrouded figure.
They're very dangerous, Rob. You're lucky
Yeah,
to have gotten away.
barely. And he's gonna like not. He doesn't have his coat on, but he's like he lifts up his shirt and he's like, "Look, barely."
I could try to help you.
That would be lovely.
I can't wait to inflict harm.
Oh no.
Rob's worst day ever.
I need this XP.
Everybody's trying to power level right now, except for Harlow.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm too
Shame.
good. What can I say?
That's the
Too
two
good.
wounds, right?
Woo.
That's 2 harm healed.
Yeah.
Oh. You just get a big old hug that smells nothing but cigarettes.
My brand.
As this happens, and everybody's attention is like towards Rob. Awkward, you're still sitting in the back, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
You feel a fuzzy head like tap up against your hand. which I assume
Oh, right,
Awkward
we have a cat.
responds completely normally to.
Yeah, not a huge jump. And
Yeah.
possibly no.
You look down and Artemis is rubbing a hand against your or a head against your hand and looking at you insistently.
Mm.
Uh, I'm very confused by this situation.
Uh-huh. Amaros, you glance over after your healing and see Artemis with the eyes turning to look at you.
You're awake.
I don't want to know anymore.
There is no-
Come here.
Okay.
The cat does not come there. The cat sits Nick and like looks over at Awkward.
Well, I can't
my
get
God.
back there.
Awkward stands and then realizes he's not being talked to, so he sits back down.
Yeah, Artemis gets down onto the floor, crawls under the middle seat, and then sits next to Rob. Looks at you and then looks at Rob.
Here's a weird question. No, I can't ask you. Never mind.
Rob that looks at the cat. Looks. Who else is the cat looking at? Awkward.
It keeps looking at Amaros and then looking at you. Like,
Yep. Okay, so he's gonna look at Amaros, look at the cat. The last statement that Amaros said is, "Ah, my brand." He's gonna be like, "So you want a cigarette?"
I don't know if the cat wants cigarettes.
Amaros not getting pet, having Rob just ask this blankly to the air as to nothing. Artemis climbs up over the center console and sits in your lap.
Oh, come here. I pet the cat. I pick it up. It
Mhm.
doesn't like it, but it lets me.
No. Yeah.
Let me see you.
It puts one paw in the middle of your mouth and sort of
Okay,
leans
okay,
away.
Okay. I put it back down.
Yeah. This is the universal cat for I will accept this, but I will not abide it.
Everyone, this is Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
You all have seen Amoros's cat.
Mm-hmm. My following question, Amaros. Why is it here? Actually, better. How is your cat here?
Oh, but they've been away for a while. But they're awake now, aren't you? It's been a few hundred years? Maybe. It's hard to keep track.
As Amaro starts explaining that, you're gonna hear a window crack and a light.
Yeah, as this is happening, right, Rob,
Ted
and you're
slams
looking
on
at
the
Amaro,
brakes.
and you look and you look down at the cat. The cat is grooming itself as Amaro is talking about like hundreds of years.
Rob,
Hmm.
we've been over this, honey.
He puts the lighter
No
down.
smoking in the car.
But it's okay for a magic cat. Okay.
Here's a stupid thought. If I were to sensitive this cat, can I
Sure.
glean can I glean
Yeah.
anything from its like thought process?
Go for it.
I was gonna try tune in, but like that has specific questions, so
You just wanna sort of vibe out with the cat.
vibe out with the cat.
Yeah.
I like to think the cat takes on similar appearance of my eyes on its own. All right, here we go. Go. Okay, I'll take that. You gain a hazy impression about something important.
Hazy impression about something important. I guess this is
So
the first time
if
you've
he's trying to
like
communicate to me.
right, it's not.
Okay.
Maybe this is the first time you've tried to tune in on a cat before, but
Yeah.
what you've sensed within this cat is there is a lattice of loyalty over a vast chasm of apathy. This is a cat. This is a cat, and there is loyalty there. This cat is clearly tied to Amoros, but the chasm of the monument to apathy that's in there that you don't know if it's inherent just to Artemis or to all cats. You haven't ever checked a cat psychically before.
It's very I'd care if you die. I'm not gonna do anything to stop it.
It's just standard cat.
Yeah.
Artemis has been by my side for a long time. They come and go as they please, but it's good to have her back.
Cool.
Rob's gonna try to record the cat.
I mean, the cat just continues doing what it was doing.
No. He get that's good. It was just more so since everything else in this just doesn't match with the camera. He
Mhm.
just thought maybe the cat didn't either.
No, cat matches the camera. Beautiful cat. What do you all do? Rob has finally stopped freaking out, has a shoe back on, presumably, and isn't like at risk of internal bleeding.
So
Sweet.
things have been pretty crazy around here, and now you're starting to catch up. Do you have any questions, Rob?
I have so many questions, but I just don't think I'm prepared for the answers. Why are we in the forest? More so, why are y'all?
We're looking for a missing person. Kind of. We're also kind of looking for like maybe a cult.
Definitely a cult.
Are those the glass people?
Yes.
Hmm. Well, my next following question, because I feel like we just skipped over this, that it happened. How does it turn dark?
We don't know.
Exciting.
No, it's not. That would not be the words I use.
Look, we all got in the car and we're headed in the forest because well, we got in the car in broad daylight and looked out the mirror and saw that it was nighttime here. So some fuck is going on, and that means we got to look into it.
So let me see if I get this correct. Can I want to. I don't know if I'll have to roll for this one, but essentially, he's gonna. When they got out of the car is when they disappeared, originally,
Mhm.
and then they came back and they were
Mhm.
touching the car. But Rob was not in a car when it turned dark. Rob was just
Mhm.
chilling. I think
Yeah.
he's more so questioning. With the other question that I had. Isn't I had read a bad situation. I have one left, and I had another one. I had one left. I just don't remember what it was. Investigate a mystery.
Oh, hold on. Before that, roll your connect the dots roll. You were not here at the beginning of the session, which is when this should have occurred. But now that you are here, we have to do a connect the dots for the current mystery.
Okay, so roll a sharp.
Could potentially be very useful.
Let's go,
Ooh.
Rob. Let's
Fucking
go.
pretty good. Okay. So you have these holds at any point in the mystery. You can throw one of these questions at me. Not just
Okay.
this session until the mystery is concluded.
I want to go with how does this mystery connect to the bigger picture? And
Or
his
when and
in
where will
current,
the next vehicle event occur?
not for the first one, not for the first one.
Okay.
He needs a small break into it. Um,
How does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
his bigger picture of what he's envisioning is more so what was a synonymous event that each of them occurred or had occurred to make the car now be well, could the car being their turning point and him not having that turning point. He's assuming it has to be when they make contact with the individuals, but there's not an individual in the car. So why is the car?
uh, yeah. So how does this mystery connect to the bigger picture? For your cork board, for the Pepe Sylvia board, first we'll start high level, which is that this does connect into the broader theory. Like, if this can happen to people, right, then this is a potential explanation for disappearances in any woods, theoretically, right?
Mhm.
If you can just phase out of reality on accident and go somewhere else while still being physically in the same place, this explains a lot if this is a phenomenon that can happen elsewhere, right?
Mhm.
So that's how the mystery connects to the bigger picture for you. You using your deductive reasoning, you know that they were touching the van, which, if they're disappearing when they lose contact with the van, then something must have happened. Maybe Harlow did some magic to the van, but the van must be anchored somehow here, right?
Mhm.
Or the van is here. Potentially the van has fully been brought over to here. You're not really sure, right? Because you can't see what it looks like in the daytime.
So the van
And
also disappeared during the daytime.
well, that's the thing, you don't know, right? Because you can only see the nighttime.
I meant more when he got hit. When they disappeared when they got out of the car, did the car still
No,
was it still
the
there?
the car was still there because it was still in the nighttime part of
Okay.
things. They just disappeared the second they lost contact with it.
Okay.
You are putting together that the first time you switched from day to night was when you were holding the camera and when you videotaped the face.
Mhm.
The face that wasn't a face, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh. And that was with your more advanced equipment, right? Because then you pulled out your handheld.
Yeah. So then, taking heed of what Awkward may have been suggesting, when and where will the next critical event occur? Since the group is now together, but they're all in dark, and I assume the trees still have lanterns hanging off of them.
Yep. Uh, you would guess probably, given that you were chased away from a bonfire, right?
Mhm.
then you'd guess that the next critical thing for you would be to just go from bonfire to bonfire, right? That'd be the easiest way to find all of the whatever those glass guys are and take them out, right?
Okay. So it seems like there may be though there's definitely multiple, but then the bonfire being
Right.
okay.
I mean,
So
to be fair, you've seen two bonfires, right? One of which
Mhm.
you were chased away from. After being chased away, though, you saw two figures watching. So you know
yeah,
there's potentially more bonfires, multiple bonfires, and multiple people.
okay. So then Rob looks to the group. How long have y'all been in the forest that you are aware of? Like what, 30 minutes?
No, more than that.
And outside of this bonfire, have y'all found any other ones?
Yeah, a few.
Most of the bonfires we saw were in the not in the he sort of gestures around, not in the dark. We
Mhm.
saw them when we were out on the beach. If that makes a difference for you, Rob.
I don't think so, but it seems like at least inside this all pitch blackness, the bonfires are a center point to something. But you said these were pretty big bonfires.
Yeah, they're like when I'm talking bonfire, I mean like a almost more of a pyre than a bonfire.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was thinking of maybe there may be a way to put them out, but not something that big. I just know I was ran away from one, and then it felt like I was just being watched the rest of the time.
Arlo put one out.
Yeah, you can definitely put them out.
We
Huh?
took some magic, and we definitely heard somebody talking the moment it was done. So I'm not entirely sure what that means, but yeah, it can be done.
If we can we wrap? He's like questioning the group. Can we wrap around bonfire to bonfire until we get back to what you think was the one y'all put out, and see if something shifts at a certain point? Maybe these are like vicinities.
Maybe. We're on the trail of something right now, though.
Okay, where are we going for?
Oh well, when the bonfire was put out, the embers made this kind of path that we've been driving on.
Mhm.
So that I guess,
It might lead to another bonfire. We don't
yeah,
know.
or who's ever tied to all the bonfires.
Hmm.
Check the assault rifle just in case.
Mm-hmm. Harlow, you see the bonfire in front of you. None of you see a path on the other side of the clearing yet. Do you try to put it out again, Harlow?
Yeah, I think I would.
Okay. Yeah, same incantation.
All right.
Just a localized movement of a lot of wind, basically.
Okay. Should I roll plus weird again?
Yep. Mhm.
Wiki.
Yeah, another use magic roll.
Yeah. Oh,
Easy.
hee.
Bonfire. There is the wind that picks this one up is bigger than the last. Is more of a like kind of vortex that swirls around it as it pulls dirt and stuff on top of it and collapses the structure in, right? So the result is just fully smothering the fire. As that happens, the embers rise into the air, falling on the ground to make the path in front of you. And on the other side of the clearing, you again see the clearing open up into a path.
Cool. Onward.
Harlow, Harlow, are you okay? You look a little scuffed up.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm okay. Not great, but I'm okay.
All right. Well, if you want me to help, I can.
Yeah, you're welcome to give it a shot.
Try to lay on hands.
Oh, I didn't realize Harlow was hurt.
But several people are hurt. Let's
Yeah.
heal 2 and stabilize.
Yay. Thank you.
Yeah, I
I'm
moved
I'm
everybody
good.
to the page where you all could see each other's health. I realized that would be helpful.
Is anyone else injured?
Yeah.
Ow.
Rob,
Now's the time. Call that out.
Rob raised his hand.
My brain hurts.
I mean, I got some aspirin for you. I don't know if
Like,
you're
give me
actually
hit points.
physically hurt, so I don't know if you actually need the
The 2
medic.
points of damage came from psychic damage. That's why I said my brain hurts. Let's
Oh,
say there's a
okay.
little blood coming from his nose too.
Yeah.
Here we go. I got this. Healing awkward.
Oh God. Oh, no.
You slap him.
A
You're
cold
fine.
compress. Like awkward. Honestly, it's so nice. The cold compress on your head wrapped around so that it's like tight. It's
Got some
it's
aspirin here. Got a little cold water that Deb keeps in the Sienna. You'll be okay.
it's so good.
Rob, can you hold Artemis for a second?
Will they let me?
I mean, that's up to them.
Holds out
Are
hand.
you cool?
Artemis
out
hops
hand.
into your lap. Like
is
hops past your hand into your lap.
that medic roll worth 1 hit point or 2?
2.
Yes. Hell yeah. Back to full.
I try to heal Rob. Yes. I'm so
Nice.
Jesus.
Crushing it.
Nice.
good. I need XP, guys, please.
Everybody is back to working shape. The path ahead is clear, Deb. Well, in the sense that it's a path, it's not the clearest path you've ever been on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we knew like eventually we'd have to ditch the car, but so far, doing okay.
Working so far.
Yeah, I mean, if I've got room to drive, I'm driving.
Yeah. Give me another driving roll. Act under pressure.
Damn.
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about it.
Okay. Second. In short order, Deb, as you are driving and you've now dialed in the kind of weird bumpiness of this road, not road. In pretty short order, you find yourself at another bonfire. Nobody present, just the fire. Big open clearing.
I'll try to douse that one too.
Okay.
Gonna record this.
Okay. As the fire goes out, let's see. Who all is keeping what I would call watch, right? Like Deb is focused on driving, so Deb's pretty much got the front and the sides covered.
Cam is definitely keeping watch.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
recording this. This is
Ethan.
being evident. This
Whoever is
will be
keeping
saved.
watch can throw me a read a bad situation. If that is everybody but Harlow in this instance, that's fine with me.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
my face is.
When I read a bad situation, I can roll plus
Come
cool
on, super
instead
high
of plus
roll because I
sharp.
got that advanced read ability situation. Damn it!
Eey.
Woo.
Hang on, I'll read.
There it is.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Okay. Let's sound off with the questions in order. We'll go highest first to get one out because you've got a hold of several, Cam. So let's see what you got, Cam.
Do that while I'm writing my notes down. Okay, read a bad situation. Boom. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yep, 4 of them.
Oh God.
All right. Of those, which one's most vulnerable? What's most vulnerable to me?
The one, so your vantage point, right, is if you roll down the window and fire, there's one that you have a clear shot on. It's dark out there, right? And these things are moving in a way that it's kind of hard to keep track of them if you don't know to look for them. It's because of the disorienting way the light casts about the forest. It's hard to see them. Now that you got it down, there's one that is probably the closest to the van that you can see from your side. You know, there's two in front of you, one in front of the car, and then one on the opposite side of the car as you. So you'd be on the right side of the car. So you got one that's pretty close to you. That's the one that's most vulnerable to you. The one that's nearest to the car. As it is now running.
And what's the biggest threat? Or are they all the same?
The biggest threat is you actually see. So the one that's running towards you is running forward barehanded. The one past it, you see the glint, just the brief glint of some kind of scope on a gun, right? And so you'd say, of the ones that you could see right now easiest, that one is probably the biggest danger if it has a gun.
Okay.
Okay.
The rainbow kaleidoscope guys have guns.
I don't know, but in a second, Kim is about to shout contact and start spraying, but there are other people. with us.
Yeah, so we'll go first to Rob. You got to read a bad situation for me.
So-
All this is happening in like bullet time, right?
Yes. Okay, I have a hold from my last one, and then I have this roll now.
Right.
Do those like cancel out? So like I have this one now and not the hold.
I would say you can use normally read a bad situation sort of goes away when the scene ends. Unlike it's a little bit contingent on plot. So I'll say if you want to carry forward the hold that you might have
Mhm.
for your previous things that you found, but not if you want to carry forward the +1 and not the hold, then you
Yeah, I was
could.
gonna ask, can I use the +1 instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
Um, so then that would still be a 10. That'd be another 3. Hell yeah. What's the best way to protect the victims? In Rob's eyes, he's the victim. He needs to know.
Well, number one, make yourself not a target, which means get your head down and get
Mhm.
down below the. I mean, there's a part of the car that is glass and a part that is metal, and you figure the lower down you get, the less likely you are to get hit by something.
Okay, and then
So you want to get down.
okay, so I don't think I can ask anything not on this list because one of my questions was essentially going to be how can they help Cam in this current moment? Because from Rob's perspective, the video camera at least sees something. He just doesn't know if he can
Yeah. So
see these.
let's see. I guess asked a different way, what's the best way to protect the victim? Assisting your allies in killing the other things before they can kill you is also a viable strategy.
Okay, I would like to spend a hold for that one.
Okay, so yeah, that's the question you ask. Do you have another question, or do you want to hold them?
But that would have been the second one. So
Got
Rob
it.
figured out how he's going to be safe. Now, how does he help?
Sure. You can use your camera to probably help someone, right?
Mhm.
Because your camera, if you switch it so that your camera is doing infrared, it cuts down a lot of the noise and makes it a lot easier to hit a target.
Okay, and these things pick up on infrared though.
Yeah. So that means
Okay.
you'd have a +1 ongoing for help out rolls in this situation,
Okay.
as long as that information is relevant. So potentially for future situations as well. So write that down somewhere.
I also just want to make sure that
Just-
both we and Dawson understand that because we're in the vehicle, we can see these people.
Absolutely, yes.
And these are more stained glass people, right?
Yes, they are the stained
Okay.
glass cultists. Yep. So let's go to Deb. You can also hold your read a bad situation, right? We're in the bad situation, so things will develop.
Yeah, think I'm gonna hold mine.
Okay, and feel free to interrupt me if
Mhm.
if a question pops into you and you're like, "Yep, there it is."
Mhm.
Same offer to you, awkward. You got a question, or you want to hold it till more shit goes down?
Apparently, I was muted. Have we asked what's the biggest threat?
Cam has.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the metagaming of you. You don't know the answer to that question, but you can choose not to spend your question on
Can I
that.
can I clarify or add 2 words and make it what is the biggest threat to me? I feel like that's along his character.
Yeah, the biggest threat to you is near as you can tell from your vantage point to your left, so the opposite way Cam is in the process of moving towards. There is somebody running forward with, it looks like, an axe raised. They're still probably about 20 feet away, but you're feeling particularly like axe vulnerable at the moment. Okay,
And
that's
just a
go ahead.
quick question. Do these people seem like they're able to reason?
No,
Okay, that's what I
they
thought.
certainly weren't last time. I mean, you do have a move that kind of, if you want to try to evoke it, we could work out what that might do, or if it would
That's
be
what I was.
effective.
That's
Yeah,
kind of along the lines I was going for, but at the same
you
time, it
you don't
specifically
know.
says if they're able to reason, and
Yeah,
so I don't like
this is one
that.
of those cases where you as awkward have no idea. Maybe,
Fair.
maybe not, right?
I think both awkward and Doug have no idea.
Yep. Which is good.
So
Uh
good.
okay. At this point we will enter into combat. There is no surprise, but what I will say is that the one that Amaros's failure will allow me to let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna just take a shot actually at you, Amaros. So that is 3 harm coming at you as
Cool.
the window cracks. It doesn't completely shatter the window, but the bullet goes through and into you, right? So there's a bullet hole and the corresponding like shatter around it. But the window's still intact. You take only like 1 of that, right? Or even less.
I'll take 2, unless someone helps me.
Oh, I
'Cause
would, but
you
I'm in the
have
back of the van. It's so
you have
far.
armor though, right?
I have I suffer 1 less from immortal.
Yeah, you
I
only take
suffer
1.
1 less from divine. Yeah, so I'll
Yep.
take 1.
Yeah, 1 harm will break through.
Okay.
Okay. We will
I was gonna
go.
say, can my have shouting contact and then starting spraying count as a protect someone?
I'll let you. We'll play it this way. It can either be a protect someone or kick some ass because you got the first jump. You got the highest roll.
Sorry, I'm gross. I'm gonna save that for
Yeah.
kicking some ass.
That's okay. I look down and I like kind of pat myself. I think they're shooting at us.
As there's like golden ichor like spurting out. Okay, you want to take your shot, Cam?
I will take my shot.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a 9.
Whose ass are you kicking?
I saw
Everybody.
one with a gun, so I was shooting the
Got
one
it.
with the gun.
So the one with the gun, I will say, is the one represented by this token up here in the upper right corner. It's further back
I
than
need
the
to
one
zoom
running
out.
towards you.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fine. The assault rifle has far
Yep.
range.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
It's also loud, so
Absolutely, it is. It's about to get noisy in the van.
it's well past about to get.
Okay. Let's see. You're shooting at it. kick some ass means straight up harm trade. So as you are shooting at it, because it also has a weapon with a long tag, bullet comes flying at you, dealing 3 harm.
Oh,
Reduced by 2 to 1.
Yep.
all right, everybody just superhuman. Rob just seen
Okay.
everybody take bullets left
I'm not-
to right.
I'm not superhuman. I've got a bulletproof vest on.
Not in his
Yep.
eyes.
So what we're gonna do from here, at least until the herd clears out slightly, is we're gonna do 2 of you and then 1 of them. So who wants to be the next 2 up?
I was gonna ask. Our car is in motion.
It can be.
Yeah, I assumed we were still driving.
Yeah. There's one that's like running in front of you, like running towards you. It seems to be like the biggest of them, but that doesn't mean that much. It's still human sized.
Is there's still a fire in this clearing?
No, you put it out. It was
Okay,
essentially the
alright.
second it went out, everything started going on
Yeah,
because
okay.
you drew more
Ambush.
attention.
Can I ask Deb? Right, like I'm on the obviously I'm on the passenger side. Can I ask you, Deb, to like, hey, get me near that thing.
Oh, I'll get you near it, hon. And I steer right for it.
Okay. Give me a kick some ass roll with the van.
Yeah.
Deb.
They get a +1 because they're driving.
Yep.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo.
What's the extra thing you want to do? In your case, the harm it would be doing would be harm to the Sienna. So you're using the Sienna in place of your hit pool point, right? So if you want to say take less harm, it means you hit it without damaging your car, right? Is what that would mechanically result in.
Yeah, I hear you, but I also heard my dear friend Omeros just made a request. And so I hit this guy. I want to spend the extra point to force him where I want him to go. And where I want him to go is up and into that open sunroof that I mentioned earlier.
Okay. I think this forcing him where do you want to go in this case also dovetails narratively with this being I think one of the options to give a +1 to an ally, right?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with this being, because it's cool, I'm okay with this being both of those things in this moment. Amros would get the +1 to a kick some ass because you guys are doing like a fucking combo.
Yeah, combo move.
So yeah, it's gonna get 3 harm done to it as it rolls up over the windshield into the sunroof. Amros, you are turning around to see it. Like, it hasn't fully landed in the car yet, right? It's just hit the sunroof and is starting to fall in on top of where Harlow and Rob are sitting.
Incredible. I'll do a kick some ass. I will pull my hands apart to open the drawstring of the 5 demon bag. As I move my hands forward, just tendrils of energy rocket towards this guy like lightning. I'll say, in fact, it rather is like lightning. A little elemental flavor in there. Okay, I'll have a +1. Don't fail this time. No XP now.
Nice.
Boom.
Heck yeah.
Okay,
heck yeah.
what is your extra effects?
I will inflict terrible harm.
Yeah, everybody, there is a crack of like, so the lightning as it stretches forward, like there's a brief second where it breaks the sound barrier, and there's no sound before there is suddenly a like whump and a boom that all of you hear over your heads. All of you see the like in this as you blink, this like cat's cradle of lightning like surges out towards this thing, hits it, and in the moment when it hits it, there almost seems like there's a full circuit for just one moment where it's touching both the bag and the person, and then this figure is just fucking gone. And the drawstring, like you hear it almost feels like the wind is sucked out of the car. Like for a brief moment, all the humidity and the moisture is gone as the bag cinches itself shut.
I imagine it sounds a little bit like corduroy rubbing against itself as it slides shut.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's good Foley work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the sound guys crushed that one. Okay. I'm going to have the one that is on this side running forward with the axe. It runs forward and hauls back and throws the axe at forward into the window in front of you, Rob. It gets there, and as it yanks back, the glass folds backwards. So you see, like it wedged itself, and now it's pulling the sheet of glass back to try to get into you. It could not get through the glass and tried to get to you. It doesn't know that the car is warded, but it's trying. All it can do right now is hurt the window, so it thinks it's gonna climb in. You also don't know that, Rob. So you do just see a guy with an axe, but the axe about a foot from your face.
From the inside of the van, Rob's just screaming at it. Your friend just got annihilated, and you want in here?
Okay, that is what it does. So we get 2 more of you.
I'll go.
Okay.
This guy right here is the one with the axe.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Jinx.
It's yanking on the window.
There we go. Okay. So he's trying to get in the window.
Well, currently he's trying to like pull the window off, right? Like it's coming away in one sheet. He's wedged the axe in it, and now with it kind of hooked in, he's just pulling back on it and pulling the window away.
I'm wondering if I'm shooting myself in the foot here, which like kind of my MO. If like the window were to give way and he were to like fall back, are we still moving? Would he get left behind?
You are still moving. Yeah.
Okay, so then like yeah, the window like he's struggling with it, so he goes to yank it really hard and it just happens to slip at that moment. And so then he just falls far behind and is like currently trying to catch up.
Yeah,
Kinda
so the
like that.
window breaks free, lands on top of him as he hits the ground and rolls. Axe in hand, still connected to the window. The window just comes off in one piece and hits. Okay.
You gave him what he wanted. That's awesome.
You're welcome. I stuck mine out. You're welcome.
Harlow and Rob.
Yeah. I'm gonna try something weird. I would like to use magic to trap this specific creature in the like earth and foliage that he's fallen into.
Okay. Got
Like
it. So,
like I'm thinking completely like grappled / removed from the scenario like kind of trap.
go for it.
Okay. Did you go? There it is. This is
Okay.
another one of the like vials of like reagents that are all together that have to be ignited in order to activate. So that just goes through the open window.
Okay. This I'm gonna have the effect be that you take 1 harm. You feel the kind of like that strange vein like white tattoo that you have on one of your arms, like just burns for a moment as you see it goes to stand and a vine wraps around its leg, yanking it off its feet. As it does, vines reach up on all sides and actually grab the edges of the window and slam the window down on top of him, like pinning him to the ground with the vines reaching through, like reaching up over the window, basically using the window as the lattice work to like build the
Right.
cage over, right? And he is currently like the axe right now is like pushed up against his chest. He can't use it to get free. As you guys keep moving forward, and he's just flailing. He can't get out.
Yay!
Hooray, we did it. Teamwork.
We did it! High five!
Okay, Rob.
I'm looking for the thing because I'm trying to remember why I'm not able to do harm.
Well, mostly it's because you don't have a weapon
I thought
besides your bolus.
yeah, I just thought I took something and I thought that was why I took the bolus. I thought there was a feature that I took that said you can't do harm to them in exchange.
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, that's strange. Let's see. And then are any of these other two still running?
One of them is in place with a gun. The other one is still running, and it's the one that's nearest to Cam. Also nearest to the car now.
And how far away is the one with the gun? I think you said long, right?
Yeah, long.
Okay, I don't think the bolus will work for there. Okay, so for this one then, Rob's gonna see if he can roll the window down. He wants to chuck the bolus at it. See if it falls. Since it's glass, it'll break.
Okay, so you want to throw the bolus at it and just try to wrap it up,
Yeah,
knock it to the
because
ground.
it's glass. If they fall really hard, it'll break, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me see that. That would be a kick some ass. Okay. Then I have an ongoing +1. Is that towards anything or just towards helping is what it was?
Towards helping.
Okay.
For some reason I can only see I can't see all of your moves, Rob.
That's what I was confused by. I only have like 3.
Yeah, where did they go?
Does he have some hidden under the carrots at the top under moves?
Like there's wildlife photograph, back off man, and then school ties, but I don't have those 3. Don't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you have it. Okay, I'm looking at the screenshot you sent for it.
I forgot I sent you those.
You have anatomy, I think is one of the ones you sent me, which is about dealing harm. You have school ties, yeah. I think those two. Wait,
Oh.
you you forgot that you have this, but you have a fucking I think you have a cattle prod.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty
Nice.
sure you have a fucking cattle prod. You just didn't put it on your sheet and we forgot it existed. So yeah, you have anatomy. Hold on. Pin the message so that you can look at it so you can
Okay.
fix your character sheet. I pinned it in our private chat because this is what you went with.
Okay. Thank you. Huh. I don't know why anatomy got taken off.
Yeah, because anatomy is the one you picked, I believe.
Oh, out of those two weapons, no, that will we changed that to the bola because he wasn't meant to do anything.
Got it.
Okay, so I do only have the bola. Okay. Okay. Well,
We'll have
either
to
way,
verify later to make sure that anatomy is actually what you took.
yeah. Either way, I did not pass that kick some ass, so that just whiffed
Mm.
that man.
Well, yeah. Rob, as you lean over Cam's shoulder and you lean over Harlow, lean over Cam, throw the fucking bolus at it. The bolus gets like immediately basically dings off of the. I'm not gonna take it away from you. It hits the edge of the door frame. It just doesn't clear the window. This figure, as it is running, hauls its arm back. In its arm, suddenly you see it was holding something as it reels back and just throws it directly towards your head. There is a hammer that is going to hit you in the head to harm as it whips past Cam and Harlow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I try to catch the hammer.
Sure,
To
anybody can
protect him?
respond to it. It's harm going off.
Protect. It's a 7. I protect you. Okay.
Yeah, you protect, but I think we'll have it so that one harm will make it through to Rob and one will splash harmlessly off of you.
Okay.
He catches
Yep.
it, but like it stops right on the momentum of the
Yeah,
forehead.
basically the effect is that Amros punches you, punches you with the back of his hand as he catches the hammer, and the force of it just whips his fist into your face.
Oh, sorry.
No, I think it's better than that. Speaking of, can I have
Okay.
Hey,
Uh,
free hammer.
back to the top. I'm gonna have the one with the gun is gonna take another shot at you, Cam. So that's gonna be one harm, makes it past all of your armor.
Can I
And
try
now-
to? Can I
Yeah, you
try
can.
to protect him? Okay, I didn't know if it's
Sure.
like too much. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the bullet with the hammer that I just.
Yeah, I mean, sure. We're treating it a little bit like rounds just to operationalize. So it's like, yeah, it's okay again. You'll have another turn in a moment if you want to use
I
it.
can't wait to crack Cam in the back of the head.
Yeah, give it protect.
Yo, it's a 13 though.
Okay, so what's the extra effect you do?
I'll inflict harm on the enemy by hitting the
For
bullet back to
fuck's
him.
sake.
Oh fuck yeah! Ah,
So
this is
in
awesome.
one fluid motion, everybody sees, and the camera locks onto Amros, and it goes full like Kingsman for a moment as you fucking catch the hammer, whip it around because you catch it like facing the wrong way. You roll it in your hand. You hear the gunshot, and you actually like teleport over next to Cam, like teleport basically through Harlow, right? Because Harlow's in the way. As you teleport out, you're teleporting back in, like swinging the hammer. The hammer so it basically means a bullet is going to get through Cam the good news, Cam, is that you got shot, but then Amaros is smacking it back with a hammer that he caught. Amaros, you swing and catch one of the bullets. The bullet doesn't bounce back, but the fucking hammer breaks apart, and one of the pieces of like the end of it whips off forward, slamming into this person.
Hell yeah.
As the one harm splashes harmlessly off of Cam, which is just a piece of the hammer hitting you in the chest. as you're now just holding the hammer end, as you basically have smacked a bullet and then whipped part of the hammer like a dagger.
And you look at the
Fuck
broken
it, rule of cool.
Look at the broken handle and a little sad that my free hammer is now broken. But I'll just toss that out the open window. The open window.
Who is still alive or in combat? Where are the enemies at this point?
There is one that Cam is that's directly near Cam, and the one that is far away with the gun is still up.
Okay.
Deeply hurt, but still up. Who wants to go next?
I want to enchant Cam's gun.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, we went through the full quote unquote round. Everybody did their thing, so we're back to the top of the order.
Okay.
I want to be able to enchant your gun if you can get it to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in one of the middle seats, so
Sweet.
I think you're in the back. So
Cool.
Rob, I'll give you the opportunity to help out here with your camera if you want to.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm okay with stacking 3 on top since 2 of you are buffing the one. So we'll do the use magic to enchant the weapon, and then we'll do the help out from Rob.
Oop.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. Whoopsie.
Oopsie.
Oh.
That's
oops
okay.
and doodles.
Nothing
needed that.
happens. Cam, you guess it worked. Harlow, you know it didn't. Rob,
You just hear me say, "Uh-oh."
Rob, give me your
Wait,
help out roll.
But before we, oh, he's helping out. Never mind. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Rob is helping out because he has a +1 to it.
Did it.
Fuck me. Goddamn.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the +1. Rob reaches past Harlow, puts the camera in front of your face, and you realize like infrared does make this easier, Cam.
Look at this. Look at this.
See, yeah, Cam, which one are
Oh,
you
hi.
shooting?
The one with the gun still.
Yep, okay. Do it to it, kick some ass.
With a +1 on this from the help.
Good luck.
That's a 10.
Woo.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, this one pretty easy. Everybody hears a sound like shattering glass as the bullet plugs like right center mass, and it goes down.
Can we go pick that gun up?
Okay, so I don't need to inflict terrible harm or
Nope.
suffer less harm, it seems.
Uh-huh.
So
It will be shooting back, I guess. I've made the decision easier for you, I suppose.
okay, I will suffer less harm then.
Yeah. So you take no harm because I think in this particular case you just shoot him before he could shoot you, right? It's just like a quick draw. And no shot. The shot goes wide. You can hear it like clip the top of the Sienna.
I turn around and give a thumbs up to both Harlow and Rob.
Thank God.
Is there only one left at this point?
Looks like 2.
Yep. There's only one.
Oh, is this one?
Oh, well, that one is out of commission. So the things I think you missed is it lodged its axe in the window. Awkward used a jinx to cause the window to disconnect, causing it to fall back.
Sorry about your time.
And then
Okay.
And then Harlow caused basically a bunch of vines and earth to wrap up around the window, and actually using the window as a cage, smash it to the ground so it could. So it's functionally
Yes.
out of commission.
Is it their move or our move?
At this point, I think it is this thing's move.
Okay.
Because we had the stag, and then it'll be the remaining people. It no longer having the hammer at hand, it like you see it freeze in place for a moment. It its head, like the cloaked hood, sort of jerks suddenly to the right, and you can clearly see it starting to run for the gun.
I want the gun.
Jinx.
Okay, yeah, it's running, so it's gonna hit the far pretty soon. But I'm okay with that triggering the actions of the other three of you. I don't think this guy's gonna make it, but we will see. Awkward, give me that jinx first.
Ah, mother-
Okay.
Yeah, I just want him like when he bends down to just trip over himself or trip over the gun or like kick it further away. Something that like prolongs the time to get into that gun.
Oh my god, this is
Yeah,
perfect.
another Cam. You watch it its foot catch on a root as it stumbles and bumps into a tree. Deb and Amaros, you also see the same thing. You're looking right at it.
At at this point, I will put on the Sienna's adaptive cruise control. I will say to Rose, be a dear and grab hold of the wheel as I am grabbing my rifle and standing up to my full height on the driver's seat. So I am sticking out of the sunroof and taking aim at this thing that was going for the gun but could not get it because of awkward section.
+1 still, because you're in your car.
Yeah.
You're in your place of power. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it can't deal harm back to you, so you just hit it. What's the damage?
2 harm.
Cool. Okay, yeah, you slams into it as it rolls sideways and lunges forward to get behind a tree. Now it's trying to weave through trees, like being a little bit more tactical. That leaves you, Amaros.
Okay. Uh, I will use the power of the 5 demon bag. um and I will toss a tendril of energy into its way. It's like a just a like a it's kind of like the Mass Effect force ball, right? It's just like a ball of energy rolling towards
So
it to impact it.
I think in this particular case, just because it's illustrative of weapon tags, right? I think it is past close at this point. It's a
Ah,
little too
okay,
far
okay.
away.
Yeah, sure. That makes total sense. Yeah, if you said it's going to like the
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
yeah.
It's running away from you, and it was already far enough that it is outside of close range.
Then I actually can't attack if it's that far away. I actually don't have anything that goes like that. Yeah, because if I get out of the vehicle, I can't see it.
Well, you can see it, it'll just look different.
Right, it'll look different, yeah. Um, I don't know who would go next. I want to like I guess help somebody if that's the case.
It has been Cam at the top each time so far.
I'd love to try to help Cam out if possible. Um,
Sure.
to be honest, I'm not sure what I would do to help him out, but I would like to try to help out.
Okay, give me the roll and we'll think of something.
Because otherwise, I'm just like pointing to something he already knows, right? A 9, we take those.
Yeah, so that means I gotta read help out again.
I give them a +1, but I expose myself to trouble or danger.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I guess I know what I should be doing. Actually, instead of helping out, is probably drive, which is, I guess, act under pressure.
So my suggestion, my thought for what this help out would have been is that you take the wheel for a moment and turn sideways so that the headlight pans over and catches this figure, and that would be the +1 to give to Cam.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that works great.
Okay, Cam, do you want to kick this off?
Before Cam goes, can I jinx him to potentially give him +1?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you get a couple. You're jinxing Cam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just write that down because you can essentially use these at any point now.
Yeah.
At instant speed functionally, so yeah. You want to use one of you get 3, right?
2. It's just
2.
a 10+. There's no 12.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, you give the +1 to Cam. So Cam, you're rolling with a +2 on your shot.
$11.
Yeah, easy. Headlight
Hey,
up.
that +2 mattered. That took me from regular success to being able to either add damage or reduce harm to myself. I appreciate you both.
Okay.
I
What
think we hit a
extra
bump in the
effect do you
road.
use?
What was that, Doug?
I like to think we hit the bump in the road, which caused your aim to go off, but it also shot me forward and bumped me into you, which caused your aim to go back on.
Better yet, the fucking bump in the road and you bumping into Cam causes the shot to go just a little high and turns it into a headshot. I mean, yeah, that gives away the ending. You deal you deal all of your harm to it as it goes down. So in this particular case, you can decide what to do, but it didn't make it to the gun. It can't deal harm back to you.
Yeah, so I'll just do extra harm.
Sure, yeah. That'd be the headshot.
Yeah.
Okay, car is still rolling. Do you all stop? The 4 that you have seen are down.
Rob asked if he can have that gun on the ground.
If he can what?
If he can
Have the gun on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you going to hold a gun and a camera?
I won't be holding both at the same time. I don't even know if I'll use this thing, but it feels nice at the moment. Everybody else, I got shot at. You use lightning. He has a gun. They have guns. I want one now.
Oh, I mean, even if we don't get that one, you can have a gun. I'll just gesture to my bag.
Cam has extras.
I do, in fact, have an extra gun. I have a shotgun. And I have a
Rob's-
9mm. With the understanding that both of those have the close tag. They do not have long range.
Longer far tag.
I've seen a shotgun with a far tag, yeah.
I mean,
mine does not. It's
yeah.
3 harm, close, and messy are the tags on my shotgun.
Rob likes that one. We're gonna keep Rob with that one if
So
that's
you
okay.
want to take the shotgun.
Oh yeah,
Rob's
Rob's
entering
gonna be
a
terrified.
shotgun era.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is
I mean,
if
still try.
anything
We
like
should probably still try.
As soon as we started fighting human beings, Rob became murderous.
No, he's realized like everybody else, right? Like he was on the run from this thing because it grabbed him. What if he could have just turned and like revealed the shotgun under the cloak and then just like pulled the trigger? Because right there.
So this is Rob's concealed carry moment. This is what does it. This is what makes Rob go like, I gotta get a fucking gun. Why am I running around with a bolus in my pocket and cameras? I have money. I've been able to buy a gun. This is fucking America. I can just go somewhere and get a gun.
Yeah.
Can I roll for fairness to see if I have a spare gun for him?
Awkward, you want to try to do your ability to see if you got a gun?
Yeah. Roll sharp. Got it.
Fuck it.
Bam. Bam. Oh my god! Do you say out loud, I need a gun?
Yes.
I'll just reach into my fanny pack with like 2 fingers, not even holding it right, just 2 fingers, and just like, oh, like this.
Awkward because it's the funniest possible option. You brandish like a blunderbuss. Like a little
Yes.
like a little handheld 2-shot blunderbuss, like one that a pirate would wield. You're not completely sure if it's loaded.
I'm not completely sure it's real.
Yeah, we do as you brandish it forward, we see the earlier where I can't remember what it is, you left it in the room. It would have been useful, but you didn't have it. And on that day, we just continue that scene for 10 minutes to you at a thrift store buying a blunderbuss. And your thought of like, how can I buy this here? Is this okay?
You said it. It's America.
And
Even
a
better,
thrift store, no less.
At the thrift store, they've mistaken it for a paperweight.
They
I
thought
like
it was
you
being
picking up.
weighted.
It's
I-
a sculpture.
I probably thought it was a prop, and then like went to shoot it, and it's like, oh.
They
I'm gonna
have
put
it in a
that away.
stand. They have it in a stand, so the muzzle's facing up, and they have flowers in it.
The
It's about
camera's
him.
on Rob panicking and saying he needs a gun, and then this object just comes into frame.
There's
Oh
this,
my
and then
God.
shortly after, a shotgun.
Oh,
And Rob,
yes.
Rob is now looking at a hand reaching out with a blunderbuss and a shotgun.
No, he will gladly take both if both are allowed.
I mean, it is what it is. Write him down.
Yes.
Well, if you're gonna take a blunderbuss, I'll hold on to my shotgun
Oh,
because I don't want to
again,
lose. It's on my sheet. I don't want to lose.
I
my
say a blunderbuss. I have no idea how you're gonna reload this thing. I think it's good for 2 shots.
2 shots.
That's okay.
Maybe.
That's okay.
I think it's actually more accurately, it's good for one shot that's both barrels at once.
I feel like
Yes.
that's absolutely fair, given it came from my fucking fanny pack.
Yeah. Like it's one shot. It's gonna do a lot probably,
A
but it's
lot.
also gonna be close and messy. So like you're gonna need to be up in it.
Yeah, but so far this seems to be where he's always at.
Sure, yeah. So you turn down the tactical shotgun in favor of the blunderbuss.
Well,
Like,
apparently
you-
it can be bought at a thrift store, so you
Like-
can take it anywhere.
You take it, hold it in your hand for a moment, Rob, and you literally see like faint traces of like possibly gunpowder like on your palm.
You like take a finger, he licks it. He's like, just wait 1 second.
You have no idea what gunpowder tastes. I don't know why. I don't know why you'd lick it.
He saw it in a movie. He assumes
Yeah. It tastes bad. It tastes. I mean, it's not like the worst thing. It's a little metallic and weird, but
He
He's
like
like, they
almost
said-
vomits and things. That's not what happens in movies.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like, they
God
said it's
damn
supposed to
it.
taste like sulfur. I just thought you would know what sulfur tastes like
the
automatically.
fans on fucking Tumblr are gonna be speculating for years about whether Rob has a military background now. Like he's supposed to know. Like, and this is just some improv that the actor did on the day. So yeah, we're continuing to drive, Deb.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Give
Still
me
in agreement
another.
with Cam.
Take the adaptive cruise control off as I slide back into the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
I give you a big smile.
You get the hang of
'Cause
this, Ominos.
I'm doing better.
Agreed. Do you want to
We
switch
should-
places?
Yes.
Oh no.
Fuck yeah.
That was so... But Rob throws up. Can we still get that other gun? Cam said that was a good idea.
Sure, yeah, I'll stop the car and get out the driver's seat, walk around to the shotgun seat,
Yeah,
open the
I'll get in
door.
there. I'll swap with you. Little fire drill.
Yeah, great.
I'll drive us towards the body with the gun.
As you get into the driver's seat, everybody sees Artemis drop down from the sunroof. You realize at some point all of you lost track of where Artemis was. Artemis
Uh-huh.
seems to jump from outside through the sunroof and settles into your lap, Amaros.
Good girl. We're
Artemis
driving
begins
today.
grooming. Artemis begins grooming itself in your lap while you're trying to drive.
We're driving today. Okay, pay attention.
Continues to groom itself in your lap while you're trying to
Yeah,
drive.
they're paying attention. I know.
Yeah, she's aware.
Yeah, I know.
So you
She's a
want to do
multitasker.
you want to do an act under pressure roll with presumably Deb giving you a a help out.
I'm a very active passenger.
Fair point.
Okay. Give me a help out with a +1, Deb.
Okay. I am gonna advocate, given my particular skills, I'm gonna advocate for a manipulate someone, and in this case, another
Okay.
hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I'm gently telling him what to do constantly.
Okay.
Oh,
This is a kindness you've done.
absolutely. Of course, I'd follow your instructions, and not just because it gives me XP. Okay.
Well, and because of my moves, it gives me XP and a +1 forward.
Is
Yep.
it you get the XP or I get the XP?
You get the XP as well for following what this is how manipulation works for characters.
Yeah.
Okay. Given the roll and the fact that the roll was good, I'm gonna use that in place of a roll from you, Amaros, because you are quite literally just doing what Deb says.
Mm.
Deb is kind of the most backseat driving, but doing it in a way that at least makes you feel like you're driving.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my hand reaches out and grabs the wheel very infrequently.
Yeah. Okay. You continue on for a bit. It doesn't immediately resolve as quickly as last time into a fire or really much of anything. The path carries on. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. As it carries on, what does everybody do inside the car? You've got one window completely smashed out. Amaros's, well, rather the passenger side has a bullet hole in it. Cam's is still fine. Front and back are still fine.
You think if we brought pieces of the car with us, we could see?
I think if we just get close enough and do like what Harlow did before, where everybody just holds on to somebody and somebody's touching the car, that should, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, right? It's just a gun. Someone I got a flashlight. What am I talking about? It's in my bag. Right? That should be all we need, I think. Right? Yeah.
Why don't we just pull the van right up next to it and just open the door?
Well, because I mean, that's the idea, but we don't know exactly where it is. It's pretty fucking dark out there.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, is everybody there? Somebody hit BRB.
Deb is away.
Okay. Everybody give me an act under pressure roll. Harlow, there's a brief moment, actually everybody but Harlow. Harlow, you realize with a moment of kind of like sick dread that you realize that the hedge of protection you put against the entity, is gone.
I was hoping to crash this car.
Get out of the driver's seat, Amaros. How dare you?
I thought you were running. I thought you were gone, Adam.
Oh no, Rob.
Behind the curtain, Harlow, this is the effect I quietly did in the background for the previous hard move
Just
failure.
in case.
Yeah.
I'm giving myself a +2 bonus to this for
Okay.
bottle it up. Oh shit.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey Ted, do you think this reflects on you by any chance?
What?
Yeah, you're good. Hey,
I have no idea what you
everybody
mean.
everybody else in the car. What did I got one from
That's
Awkward?
hateful. That's just hateful. I thought we were friends, man.
Oh, too real. It was too real.
Awkward. Give me
Have
an
a
act
good
under
time.
pressure. Just eat. This is when you eat the cookie. This is when you deploy cookie.
I just don't know that I've seen you roll many 16s, like even on a d20.
Oh yeah, Doug is currently gone.
All right.
Well, Doug is about to be very confused when Doug comes back. We'll resolve how Doug does.
Okay.
Rob, everybody hears the humming. Rob, you haven't heard this before, but everybody
No.
else has the humming and a song. Rob, as you listen to the song, you close your eyes for a moment, and when you open them, you are in a car full of monsters. There is a bear-like monster in the front seat snarling at you.
Cody, don't tell me this.
There is a monster right next to you that is skeletal and horrible looking. There is a monster in the back seat that is like some kind of, it looks like a gnome with sharp teeth. On the other side, there's a, looks like some kind of horrible specter with a scythe. And in the front seat, you see a witch curled around a cauldron as it turns to look at you, and you're in the corner.
And the cauldron's the one driving, right?
No, the bear creature thing is the one that seems to be driving.
Yeah. Okay. So
Bear is
I'm
driving.
so
How could this be?
I'm so sorry. I as a person feel like I know the exact outcome of this, and I do apologize. But Rob, terrified out his ass, he assumes, wow, okay, this is some bullshit. I just got kidnapped. I don't know what the fuck. I seen that they could teleport. We could teleport. His immediate reaction is, if he is going down, they are too.
Yeah, who is it?
So,
who gets
it's
it?
the
By the way,
driver?
Mark. By the way, definitely mark fucking experience for your failure.
I did. I'm at 5 now. Where I have all of them. I have a full bar.
Okay, Rob, I've also got another bit of bad news for you.
Yeah.
What's your last name again?
Hawks.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I got one more thing to throw in here, Cody.
Well, hold on. I'm saying that right now you don't remember your last name.
Oh, that's crazy because he's not worried about his last name. He's worried
Yeah,
about
we'll get to that in a moment. We'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, just this will occur to you in the seconds after you shoot the giant cartoon gun. So you're shooting the giant cartoon gun at the bear driving, right?
And just so I can add insult to injury and really stack onto this, I'm gonna use my last read a bad situation and go for what's my best way out and assume this is the answer.
Your best way out is to, as you're firing the gun, open the door and duck and roll.
Well, can I try that?
Okay, we're gonna do 2 rolls here. One is a kick some ass, and one is an act under pressure for the second phase of this master plan. So give me a kick some ass roll.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody else, you see Rob. Rob, what are you physically doing right now? Like, are you yelling? What are you doing?
It's the internal panic, the sheer acceptance that he's not winning this fight. He doesn't know what this fight is, but he's not a competitor, he's prey, and he knows that. So the first instinct is the acceptance, the big gulp, and then you just see him grab the blunderbuss and pull the trigger as fast.
Directly straight forward, hitting Amaros in the back. Okay.
The thing is, I was immortal except for this gun.
Yeah, this is the chosen gun. Amaros, the shot fires through the seat. You have a blinding bit of pain. Two harm makes it through your immortality and your armor. As a bunch of these small little, like, fucking these little black powder rounds come slamming into your back. Everybody hears the thunder. Everybody immediately is choked with smoke as the gun discharges a huge amount of fucking like acrid smoke into the back seat. Okay, Rob, give me an act under pressure roll to try to now successfully disengage and
Oh
roll
my
out the.
God. Jesus.
Perfect.
All of you see Rob. It shooting opens up, rolls backwards, and immediately hear thump 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 thump. One of the wheels goes over.
I came back for one session.
Play twice in an hour.
Rob, you take 3 harm as the car goes over one of your legs. Okay, what's everybody do?
Leave it.
I think they're shooting at us.
My chest hurts.
Look, sometimes the plot speaks for itself. Sometimes it all just lines up like that. I didn't know we were doing Looney Tunes, but we are sometimes, you know?
I don't mean to take anything away, but I'll tell you, Cody, Rob's internal reaction is to get up and run. He does not care if he's bleeding.
You cannot.
Okay, that's fine.
You can crawl.
Yeah, that works too. You just, a really panicked version of Rob trying to crawl his fastest.
You still holding the blunderbuss?
Uh-huh, he's not letting that one go.
Okay, that's good. Okay, back in the car.
Omar shouts, not being able to see because of the smoke. I speed up and I yell at Deb, "What do I do? What do I do?"
Okay. You need to take your foot off the gas and slow down, hon. We need to go back. Let's put this thing in reverse.
I put it in reverse.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now go
Shoot
slow.
me, will you?
Shoot me with the only weapon to which I am vulnerable. I will show you.
Got a double tap. Make sure it's done. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll to slow down and gently reverse to not crush Rob. You see Rob in the rear view, in the lights of the fucking backup lights, just crawling away, panicked with the fucking blunderbuss in his hand. Oh my god!
When we get close enough, Deb's gonna get out of the car.
Oh,
Right.
no, I have one question. I'm so sorry to interject, but I need to know now, Cody. Do they still look like what I last saw?
No, they look like your friends getting out of the
Okay.
van that you just jumped out of
Okay.
and got hit by.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. You don't know your last name though, just to add that onto the fun of the moment.
Deb, you were hopping out?
Yeah, I'm hopping out of the car. I will drag my hand along the side of the van as I go to the back and sit down on the back bumper. Hi, Rob. Having a tough day?
It's sheer panic. Huh?
Rob, do you think you're better off in the van or out here in the woods alone? Why don't you come back in the van? Let's have somebody take a look at that leg.
That's not the van.
I'm clearly trying to manipulate him to get into the van.
So the way this works is if you do what he says, you mark an experience. But you have to do what he says.
But this is
Or
showing
rather, do what
Deb.
she says. Yeah, this is Deb. It's Deb.
Okay. Crawls closer to Deb.
I can't believe Doug was away for that. Holy shit. Fucking.
Oh.
Yeah, you crawl for a little bit. Deb helps you get up, limp your way back. It's your right leg that's fucked.
Yeah, so I'll
Door slides open.
right, I'll be on his right side and help him in. See, much better in here. And somebody will take a look at that. Maybe get you a splint. Maybe
you
use some magic to
see
heal that thing up.
in the seat in front of where you are being deposited, you see a bunch of holes and a huge like black stain from the gun going off and the gunpowder flashing.
Okay, so hear me out on this. Because I was already going to ask. This feels like a good moment for myself.
Mm.
I need to go to sleep soon. I feel like this is the perfect moment that Rob sees that realization hits and Rob drops. Just straight drops.
Straight unconscious.
No more like no more
Night-night.
questions. He's just out.
Rob, what's his name? Night. None of you remember Rob's last name either, just to be fair, except for Harlow.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, so Rob is passed out.
Yep.
I handcuff him to the oh shit handle just in case.
This is SOP for shit in the dark forest. You act out, you get handcuffed. It's nothing personal.
Okay, I think this time you're probably right.
What I will say is this was I think Max said it earlier. This was the better alternative than me taking that tactical shotgun.
Yeah,
because
truly, yeah.
this car would have
Well-
got lit.
Oh yeah, well now
up.
that you're handcuffed and
Yeah.
unconscious, don't worry, you don't have the
Yeah,
blunderbuss
you
anymore
don't,
either.
you don't got the blunderbuss anymore.
I'm
the-
throwing that thing out a fucking window.
It was a one tap and done, but
Oh,
he
the
used
fans
it.
loved the blunderbuss. They were already thinking of fucking art to draw. Like somebody had already worked out the rough frame wire
no.
drawing of Rob holding the blunderbuss.
No, but see, about 3 people have just taken note of it, and at about 6 episodes when we're back in the forest, and
There's a blunderbuss
someone
on the
trips
ground.
over it.
Yeah. It'll be fucking awkward making somebody trip over a blunderbuss and die.
We hear a crazy shot getting
Yeah,
fired.
I too love Deus Ex Blunderbuss.
It worked out so good for us today.
God damn it, that's the recording name, Deus Ex Blunderbuss. It became the real main character there for about the last 20 minutes.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
Almost
god.
Rob
checks.
is deeply hurt. You could see the tire marks on his thigh. Like he rolled out and did not make it far at all. He just went straight down.
I'll get the med kit.
Check. Almost checks to make sure Artemis is okay.
Yeah, Artemis is great.
Great.
You know what? I'll get the med kit and then I will try to. Hey, Elmaros, you want me to stop that from falling out of you?
Yes. I'll try to help Rob and see if you can pick out some of these bits of metal.
Yeah, you're all noting no exit on Amoros, which might be problematic.
Oh,
It's all
For
in
a
the
mortal,
back.
maybe. For Umbros, I'm
Yeah.
imagining we'll find bits of buckshot on the ground shortly.
Yeah, Cam, as you're patching up Amoros, right? Okay, yeah. As you are you get your pen light out and you're trying to see. You see the buckshot slowly, so slowly that if you weren't looking right at it, you might not notice it. They are slowly working their way back towards the surface. They didn't go that deep, but they did pierce his flesh, and you see lots of that kind of golden ichor spilling down his back. But yeah, you are able to heal 2 of the harm. You get they're not all out yet, though they'll work their way out, but you do pick a few of them out. And yeah,
Looks like you got you pretty good.
Rob, you heal for 2 harm.
Thank you.
So you almost cancel out the car whoopsie.
Again.
Again,
He's
the second
not
car
out of
whoopsie.
he's not out of the woods yet, but I think he'll be okay. How's it look back there? I ask you, Cam, working on me.
Oh yeah, you'll be okay. I got most of the metal making its way out. I kind of helped it along, close you up. You didn't feel any of them sutures?
There was a pressure.
Nice to know you still feel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like anything's too messed up.
Good. Should be right as rain soon enough.
Okay. I'm sad that Doug didn't get to come back and at least give an input.
Yeah,
But
Doug
I'm
is
a-
going to be so perplexed when we try to unwind why that was so fucking funny, and also what happened to the blunderbuss.
It was immediately used.
Fucking, somebody's gonna do a fan edit that's from the perspective of the blunderbuss, like its journey throughout the episode, and then being left on the 4th floor as we drive away.
Oh,
Is Rob okay?
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Well, I mean, physically, but he did ask for a gun and then use the gun on us. Did
Yeah,
I know things are. I'm not. It's been a while, and I'm not entirely up to speed. But does he know how to use a gun? I mean, he knows how to use one, but
He needs a firearms training class, clearly.
I've never used a gun.
I don't know. From where I'm sitting, it looks like he's got it down pretty good.
Well,
As I'm still pulling bits of metal out of Omeros.
Can we all have a gun if he has one?
Did we ever actually pick up the gun that thing was
No.
using?
No, because you gave Rob the blunderbuss, and he's like, "We're good."
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. You know what? I'll take some blame for that. I should have never even offered him the gun I had. I sometimes forget exactly how much of a civilian Rob is.
the best part about it is this is like perfect understanding of what a regular ass person would do with no training, no survival
Point,
instinct.
shoot, freak out. You think like I've seen in an action movie how to roll out of a car and you immediately get hit by the wheel.
I know how to do this.
Yeah, you forget you gotta like roll out a little bit. So you just drop to the ground and immediately thump.
Tuck your head under.
Fuck. God damn it.
Like as a human myself, I know what I did was not correct in the slightest. But Rob was not worried about correct.
People are gonna be doing fan edits where they play the fucking like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure like ending thing where it's
Yeah.
It's him.
Head first out of the fan.
He's falling head first, freeze frame. Yeah.
People are going to be
wondering how I got there.
People are going to do the entire blunderbuss scene set to fucking Like a Prayer from Deadpool and Wolverine. Fuck. Okay.
You're right.
Damn it,
It's
I'm
easy.
sweating.
You're right, Cam. Rob keeps it together all the time.
I mean, it's not
Oh
the
no,
first.
that is not what I said in the slightest. Just to be clear.
it's not the first like enchantment we've seen from the woods, so we can at least count on that. Or like, well, I hope it was that. We'll give him. Listen, if he does it when we're not in the forest, then we know we've got a problem.
All right. Well, we all seem okay. Do we continue on?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Watch this. Put it in the gear. These are good gifts.
Oh fuck! I gotta drink some water. God damn it! Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
you keep driving. I swear to God, I'm waiting for the back from Doug, and it's gonna make me laugh all over again. He doesn't know. It's
We're
just in
gonna
the back.
have to tell him what happened.
He's in a world right now before he knows. Before he finds out. Oh shit. Okay. You continue on. Amros, you're still driving.
Yeah, I'm gripping and ripping.
Okay, Deb, do you want to help or do
Oh,
the
absolutely.
okay, do the help out with a +1.
Okay. Where is
it?
why do I not? Where is it on my sheet? What? Why am I not seeing it?
At the very, very top under your hunter moves,
Yeah.
there's help out right
yeah,
under
oh,
act
yeah,
under
it's-
pressure.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whoa, huge.
Easy. That's a +1 to Amros's act under pressure for driving.
Okay. I'm gonna really open her up.
God damn it.
It's a 6, technically.
Oh my god. I need a
Hey,
moment.
does that say sharp curve?
Who dropped out?
Amros, we're in the woods. There are no street signs.
Oh, that's weird.
Rob,
that there is one.
Rob dropped out because Rob is asleep. God damn it.
He did say that he had to go. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
he did say that earlier when he
Yeah.
was saying.
Okay, wait, huh?
No, you're good. I just thought it was really funny that you bailed as soon as you got hit by a car.
Good night, Dawson.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good.
I
You're
was
good.
like-
I thought it was really funny.
Oh, by the way, they failed on trying to roll the car. We're gonna be resolving that while you're away.
Well, I mean, we all know how it's going to resolve since Rob has been hit by the front of the car and the back of the car. We're now going to roll the car, and he's going to go out the sunroof, and we're just going to roll over him for the rest
The
of it.
good news is that because there's no window there, you are by the window that broke out. So you won't be slamming your head off, like bouncing your head off of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, have a good night.
Okay. Okay, have a good night.
You know, the thing is, guys, that 5 right there, well, that's 6. That was my 5th XP. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whoa, you did it.
Deb, you are watching Amros like a hawk, and Amros says the phrase, "I'm gonna open it up." Amros inexplicably pulls the wheel to the left, and the front of the car clips a tree. the front of the car clips a tree and immediately grinds to a halt. Smoke is all that you can see in front of you.
All right. No, just
Oh.
put it in park. But no, you're not gonna that grinding. That's not gonna make you go
No, we can
forward
still
any
go.
further.
It's still going. I rev harder.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Omeros, hon,
yeah.
driving's over.
Oh.
We'll drive some more later. Much later. Did good for a first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't kill anybody. End of list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Deb, you and everybody, you immediately know what it is. Everybody else, it takes you a second. As the car tilts a little bit to one side, and Deb, you realize that's one of the tires going flat.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember I used my spare earlier, so it's gonna be fun.
On foot. I hop out. I'm excited.
Yeah, as
Come
you take
on,
2
Artemis.
steps and disappear into the day side.
I'm gonna try to break
Hey,
some
what?
like pull one of the headrests out from the car and just try to use that as a material object, see if that does any grounding.
Sure, okay. You're working on getting one of the headrests out.
Yeah.
The conversation's been happening in the front. Cam, anything you want to do?
Yeah. Hey, awkward. Here, hold on to me, because I know we had some problems earlier. Things were a little different for you when we were out, and some people could see and some people couldn't see and all that. So just why don't you just hold on
Oh,
back of me, and we'll make sure we don't lose each other.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
So, first off, give me an act under pressure roll.
Oh
God.
no, I'm the best.
Yeah,
of the
second, Rob rolled a 3 on the act under pressure roll when the song hit the van, and everybody got mind controlled. So Rob turned and fired the blunderbuss in the back of Amaros.
Oh my God.
Tried. Oh, you're good. Tried to open the door to roll out. Failed that roll and got hit by the car. So Rob is asleep right now. That's
Not
everything
only
that
is he-
happened.
Not only is he asleep, but since the van is now out of commission, as is Rob, I am going to go to the back, pull out a pair of jumper cables, and hog tie Rob. And
Rob is currently also handcuffed to the oh shit.
Yeah,
handle,
to the oh shit handle.
oh, you've already handcuffed.
Oh yeah, I did that a while
anyway.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, while they're doing this, I have some free time. Can I tune in to the monster?
Yeah, roll me the tune in roll.
For sure.
It's like we're all occupied, and then
Hey,
it focuses in.
awkward.
fuck.
I have some bad news. Which is a thing that I remembered that you maybe didn't. Which is as part of something that happened last time, you'll remember that the tune in
Took me to a
is
big
it
party.
well, yeah, is it got taken away from you a little bit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I don't
so
remember
in your mind, awkward, you hear you are back at that fucking table again as you like move to get out of the van, and immediately you're back at the table, and you are looking at the well-dressed version of yourself sitting on the other side, and they say, you have to stop that. Don't do that anymore.
Okay, well, I think that's pretty evident at this point.
Your face gets serious as the brows furrow. It says, if you keep doing it, you're gonna make me hurt you.
Well, I don't think either of us want that. So can you send me back now?
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to ask you, it looks at you and says, "Who is the strongest of the companions you have?"
We're talking physically, mentally, emotionally.
You feel a pain lance through your hand.
God damn it! All right, he like kind of bends over, holding his hand, and also says, "God damn it!"
Yeah, the face just stares at you impassively.
All right, well, fine. Physically, probably Amaros.
Okay. With that, just as the sentence is finished, you didn't go away anywhere for long this time. You just open your eyes as you are like still sitting in the back. Everybody else is doing what they're doing, right? Only you catch that. You weren't out for long enough this time. Everybody else is in the process of abandoning the vehicle because Amros decided to open her up and then put it into a tree. Which also happened while you were gone.
Obviously, I'll pay for the repairs.
Well, let's worry about that once we get ourselves out of the woods. One thing at a time.
Harlow, any luck with that headrest?
Does it work?
Yeah, it does.
Ha! Yeah. I start pulling more pieces of the sienna apart and handing them to people.
Deb is grinding her teeth.
I am Cam is just sort of standing kind of impressed that somebody would start pulling the sienna apart when Deb is standing there with jumper cables in hand.
I take a knife and I cut the seat belts into strips and just start tying them like around people's waists or wrists.
You take the knife and Deb says, "Hey, I'd think twice about that."
All right.
Sure. You don't do that, or you do
Yeah,
and
sure.
don't take experience. It's up to you.
No, I can just find other loose things. I think in the car probably.
Yeah.
These things you say.
All right, I still think awkward. You might want to hold on to somebody. If you hold on to my back here, just get a big old handful of my vest. Just because things were weird with you before, even if the what? Something wrong, Harlow?
I'm good.
The worst part is that Ted did not hear what Doug said, so Cam truly has no idea what awkward said.
I think I just said, "Oh God," but it's funny because you're like, "Yeah, just grab like a little bit of my back here," to the person who's in love with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, touch me. It's not a big deal. Don't make it weird.
God damn it.
It's just things
Now
got
I have an
weird
active
last
no
time you
pressure to
got
be cool
out
about
and
it.
nobody was touching the car and couldn't see anymore and all that. And I just want to make sure we don't lose nobody out here. Well, except Rob, I guess, is staying with the car. But we'll lock it up and make sure that Rob's safe in there. Hey, Omeros, do you want to leave Athena here? Or are you gonna, or does she want to come with us? Do you want to bring her? Does she want to go with us?
I'll ask. Was he stepping out of the car? What's a piece of the car I can have, Deb, to see?
Well, there are these inserts for the cup holders. Take one of those, see if that works.
Okay, does that work?
Yeah. Was it connected to the car?
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That in one hand, so it's nighttime. Um, I step out, and Artemis hops out after me. I kneel down to look at her and say, "Can you see the nighttime?"
She very clearly and not very cat-like nods.
I figured you might. Okay. Artemis, I want you to stay here, watch Rob. If anything comes for him, come find me.
Another nod. She hops up into the driver's seat or the passenger seat that you got out of, crawls back and settles into Rob's lap.
Okay. We're good. He's good. She's good.
Excellent. Let me just close her up. I slide the van door shut a little bit more. The window falls out and breaks. I hit the button on my remote and turn the car alarm on.
God damn it. Okay. You all, I assume, just proceed to walk.
Do we have the Ember Trail?
Yeah, it's still in front of you. It's
And
much stranger on foot in the sense that on foot you can more easily see, since you're moving slower, you can see the path forming around, right? Whereas in the car, it's a little bit less jarring. Well, probably except for Deb, because Deb's been carefully clocking it, and you were just too excited about driving.
all right, everyone, keep your cup holders close.
Okay. You proceed forward into the dark. Who is in the lead?
We all see the Amber Trail, or only some of
Yeah,
us do? Okay.
anybody who is in the night side of things currently does.
Yeah. I want to say me because I feel like I'm like in front. I'm tanking for us, but I don't know that I'm the best one to follow the trail.
I think we could still have you up front, and I can come up behind you.
I was happy
Sure.
to either take point or be close up front, but I've also got awkward following me, so I just
Yeah, and I think Deb will be taking up the rear, making sure there aren't any stragglers, making sure no one sneaks up on us.
Cool.
Okay, Amros, give me a weird roll.
Yes. It's a 7.
Okay, so mixed success, huh? Amros, you walk forward confidently. You can kind of feel in just the roll of your shoulders and just the night air that kind of heavy feeling that calls to mind that memory you had, the path that took you around the base of the volcano, right? And how with each step momentum, right, it built on itself. It lent itself more weight, more purpose as you continued. uh After you all are walking for about 5 minutes, Amros, you see on the path ahead of you, standing in the center of the path, you're the first to see it, one of the figures standing in the middle of the path. It's about 20 feet in front of you. It has probably been standing there, but it is just now visible because the path has formed itself around them as it
Mm-hmm.
is formed around you.
Um, I mean, I stop. I look back towards the others and say, "There's one of them up ahead, but it's not attacking us."
Do we think we could talk to this one?
It'd be something different.
It
Be on your toes, but
raises
we do outnumber it, so
it raises stained glass hands up into the air.
I raise one hand into the air, mimicking it.
You hear from the dark shadows of the hood a feminine voice say, "Do you seek audience?"
I put my hand down. I don't think we should talk to that. That sounds like the. Wait, does it sound like the voice? Am I just
No.
intuiting that?
The tone might be similar, but it's a different voice.
Okay.
Much more human.
That's a dangerous question it asks us. We've been trying to avoid whatever that thing is.
you're slipping the tongue.
I mean, I'm gonna go talk to it.
Okay.
As you say that,
start walking.
you all see onto the path next to you on each side basically two sets of two step out from one to each side of you. So total 4 step out into the clearing, all with their hands raised. But now surrounding you in the tree line around. As one, you hear a mix of many voices say, "Do you seek audience?"
What
Yes.
what happens if we say no?
One of them to the left says, "You do not proceed."
Well, turning back to the group. I don't know how much longer we can go about just killing these glass people. You think this is a good idea, Harlow?
I don't know about a good idea, but the right idea.
The one to your left that just spoke, Deb, points at you suddenly and says, "To whom did you just speak?"
Not to you. I'll let you know when I'm talking to you. That was weird, Harlow. But you think that's the right move?
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's the only way we're gonna learn anything else.
yeah, that's good enough for me. I'll turn back. Yeah, we seek audience.
The one towards the front that's looking at you, Amaros, steps out and says, its voice says, "Deathless one, will you accompany me?"
Only with my companions.
The one that pointed at you, Rob, or pointed at you, Deb, steps forward and holds out a hand face up and says, "Marked one, will you accompany me?"
Oh, you're talking to me, hun? Sure. I'll accompany
Yes.
you.
One of them to the right steps out to you, Cam, and says, "Lost one. Will you accompany me?"
I will nod towards Awkward. He's coming with me.
Yeah, there's another one. One of the ones that was on the right steps forward. Who did we lose?
That was Ted,
like we lost Ted.
ironically.
So, yeah, immediately after. Yeah.
Wait a sec. I know Ted will try to get back in. Assume internet must have gone out or something.
Yeah. I think
I
that's a
figured
safe
something
guess.
like that. Yeah, I think I should have healed Harlow before we left. I mean, Rob before we left. But also, Harlow does need healing.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
We'll wait a second. If not, we'll keep on, and we're probably going to finish up relatively soon.
Cody, do you think that we're talking about distance of like well, I'll just use the word enemies, right? You know, we were talking about how the bag has a close tag to it, so makes sense that it would hit far. Um, what about cast out evil? It says you may banish an unnatural creature from your presence. What do you think presence is?
I kind of think presence is at the moment probably far. It might be scene dependent, but it feels to me like it would be your. Would that apply to hundreds of feet away? No, but like 60 or even 100, maybe. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's still kind of your presence.
Yeah, I was thinking like what is it presence? What
Yeah, it's pretty
space?
vague.
Yeah, it's a little vague, but I feel like in your natural life,
It's
presence
like
is more than just what's close to you. You know, it is
it's
a little far away.
it would be like the distance that you could comfortably talk to someone, right?
Hmm.
That could be 50, 60 feet away if you raised your voice. But there's a limit, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
Seems to be having some catastrophic issue. One of them steps forward, reaches out a hand to you, Awkward, and says, "Taken one, will you accompany me?"
I guess. I'll put my hand in there.
As one, they all say with a single voice, "The nameless one may accompany you."
Exactly.
Yeah, who is that?
They don't respond.
Oh, dang, that's being
Wait,
Cody.
okay, wait. So everyone was asked, yes?
No, I don't believe they asked Harlow anything.
Could have sworn after me it was you, and then
Was it now?
I thought,
Hmm.
Harlow, they invited you, right?
I don't think they even know I'm here.
Nameless one.
Or, I mean, it could be me.
We could also just, I'll try going in and then seeing who they stop.
I wonder if they can't see you because you're not part of the prophecy.
Maybe.
Harlow, I'll
Well-
open up this moment to you. Is there anything you want to do? Right.
So you said that there were 4 people on either side and then the one ahead, is that right?
Total of 4 people.
Okay. Okay. Um hmm.
Hey.
That
I think
fucking weird.
Okay, so Ted, to catch you up, they one of them came forward and asked Awkward if he wanted to accompany them. He referred to Awkward taken one.
Okay.
And then they all in unison said, and the nameless
And the what?
But we don't
one.
know
Okay.
who the nameless one is.
Okay, continue, Max.
I think I'm going to like intentionally like get closer to one of them and wave in front of them, try to gain a reaction from them.
There is no response.
I'll follow you guys.
Then we're all ready to leave.
In unison, they say, "Very well." Holding each of the hands of the 4 that are not Harlow, they proceed to walk into the woods. As the camera spins to look from behind our crew, lit by the lights of the lantern tree, light of the moon, the path ahead opens, stretching on and sort of almost like nauseously stretching. It almost seems to like rise up as you see bonfire after bonfire after bonfire in the extending, and then we will go to our end credits. And that will be the end of this particular episode.